how to speak Australian accents. And here what I want to discuss is about pronouncing words in Australian. First, adjust your pronunciation of I to sound more like the I in oil. This is one of the more important shifts you'll make. Instead of the I sounds in like, might, or try, you want something more like an I sounds. So not quite so pronounced. To make it, focus on rounding your lips as you say the I sounds in right, life, or spite. You don't want to fully commit to the I sounds so that you say right or like. You just want a subtle, rising tone on your I sounds. However, starting with the exaggerate I can help you while you learn. Number 2, turn your A sounds into I. The hard A in way or made almost sounds like an A sounds. It is somewhat of a compound sounds like you start with an A and then slide your voice into an I sounds. While this takes some practice, you may notice that your lips move outward a bit when you get it right. Flattening the O shape your mouth makes for an A. Way, date. Number 3, soften a soft A into an A sound. This part of the accent is regional, as there is no one exact Aussie accent. Simply put, it softens the sound in words like hat, dad, cat to sound more like an A. Hat, dad, hat, cat. Number 4, curve the T from the ends of words. Aussie replace the hard T sound with a short, almost guttural noise instead of a full two sound. If you're having trouble finding it, say the word ooh, ah. The noise is the small sharp stop you make between the two sounds, like your voice was just cut short. When you say the word right, you want to sound more like right. Practicing trimming the T sounds to perfect your accents. You notice for an American T that your tongue pulls off the roof of your mouth. For the Aussie accent, try and make a similar sounds without touching your tongue to the roof of your mouth. This is called a glottal stop and is used in several languages and accents. Number 5, drop the R sound from the N word and replace it with an A. For example, instead of forever, you would say forever. Instead of car, you said car. This is somewhat similar to the Boston accent. However, it is softer and less pronounced. Your voice drops a little bit, almost sounding like an U at the end of the word. River, care. Here, the R sound is subtle because the word ends in an A. Think of cutting your word off right after you start the R sound. 6. Cut off the G from any ing ending word. Oftentimes, the Australian accent cuts words short. Words ending in a G are cut off, so that catching sound like catching. In many ways, this makes Australian similar to an informal American English, a comparison that will serve you well as you practice. Running, eating, ring. Number 7, raise your voice toward the ends of words. Sometimes called the Australian question inflection. This little trick is common in everyday Australian speech. Simply raise your voice toward the end of sentence. You actually like you were asking a question. Think of getting a little louder and a little higher pitch with the last syllable if you're stuck. Ask some question in your normal voice. Noting how you change pitch at the end and try again. Number 8, adjust your A sounds to A. Australians have some of the most relaxed accent in the world. So instead of can, say can, and instead of on, say on. Number 9, develop a soft, playful, and tongue tone of voice. Start by rereading this entire article out loud with the accents. Aussie accents have personality, so add a playful and happy tone when speaking. Many people put on little twang, adopting some of the speech pattern of Southern accent for a cowboy to distinguish the Aussie accent from a British one. Just like in any other country, there are multiple accents and ways of speaking. So, listening to Australian speakers show and song is the best way to keep practicing. You can add a little twang by smiling. When you practice the accent, smiling will make your vowel sounds much more nasally. Then raise the pitch of your voice toward the end of word. Number 10. Listen carefully to native speakers and their accents. The most commonly mimicked Aussie accent is a raw, messy, casual, and animated style. The accent itself requires using your tongue, cheeks, lips, and almost chew the word as you say them. Sounds are representative of the accent as a whole. What similarities do you see between words? Pay attention to vowel sounds as these are the basis of a good accent. Most Australians do not sound like the crocodile hunter. Their accents are smoother and more mellow. Australians developed from colonies in the south of England. As such, is it closely related to the modern Cockney accent, but with a bit of twang. And let's keep your intonation steady, quick, and soft. Picture a long, constant stream of words coming out, much like the entire sentence is one whole word. To do this, try not to move your tongue so much. When vocal coach suggests you imagine your tongue laying over an exercise ball, you don't make percussive rhythmic sounds. Rather, the whole sentence just flow out calmly and coolly.